Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world, today has been treating you so well. I hope that if you are in the UK, you are as excited as I am that Essence and Catrice are now available in Boots. I am so excited. I have been waiting for this moment that we can get Essence and Catrice easier than the other options that were available to us, and I got a load of products that I'm going to be testing out today. I would love to hear, actually, before I get on into the products, I would love to hear if you would like to see a roundup video for Essence and then a separate roundup video for Catrice of the products that I recommend from each of those brands, because I've tried a lot and I've got a lot of favourites. But first impressions today for a load of new products that I got on Boots. I'm genuinely so excited about so many of these products. We've got a glowy blush and a lip stain. Enough said. Enough said. So if you want to see those other roundup videos, let me know down below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And as always, everything will be linked down below if you want to find out any more information. But let's not ramble because I've got a lot to talk about. The Catrice Soft Glam Foam Primer. One of my favourite products of the year is the Catrice Soft Glam Stick. It's absolutely fantastic. I recommend it to everybody. It's beautiful. And a foam primer sounds interesting. So I am just going to give this a little shake because it's got like pearly bits in it. If I hold that up there, can you see? It's got like pearly bits in it. So I want that to be nicely mixed in, and let's see. Oh, that is foamy. Okay. How do I feel about this? Okay, so I've already done my skincare. Doesn't really have a scent, which is preferable. It says on the back of this that it's hydrating, so that's like, oh, you're speaking my language, Catrice. Okay, so it does just feel very sort of serum-y, feels very thin, going a little bit tacky. So I'm not noticing any sort of glitter or anything. I was worried about that. It does just feel sort of serum-y and very thin and very lightweight, but also a tiny little bit tacky, just a tiny little bit. That feels really nice. I am not the biggest primer gal, but that one feels lovely. And I was worried that you would be able to see those like shimmery sort of iridescent bits, but you can't at all. That just looks really nice and hydrating. So I don't have a new foundation, concealer or anything for the eyes, so I'm going to go off and do that. But the products that I'm going to use are the Essence Stay All Day 16 Hour Long Lasting Foundation. I have this in 08 Soft Vanilla. Then the Catrice Instant Bright Serum Concealer in 002N. The wing liner, I'm not going to be doing anything on the eyes, just a bit of wing liner. This is the Catrice Brush Ink Tattoo Liner Waterproof, and the Essence Call Me Queen Mascara. So I'm going to go off and do that, and then everything else is brand new and very exciting. So 4 steps and I will be right back. Okay, so that is those 4 steps done. I did, well, technically 5, because I realised that I needed some sort of setting powder because I don't have any cream products, I don't think. So I used the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder just to set everywhere. I feel like this foundation looks like it's the wrong colour because I'm really warm and my chest is really red, but you're just going to have to take my word for it that it is the right shade for me. So let's get into the rest of the base products, because I have got, well, actually technically I've got 2 bronzers. I have got the Essence Soft Touch Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade 10 Whipped Buttercup. Yeah, it says this is a powder bronzer with buttery, smooth and buildable texture. Only one brush touch is enough for a subtle bronzy look. Okay, so that is what that one looks like. It does look very sort of smooth, but perhaps a little bit more matte. And then I got this one from Catrice, which is the Sun Lover Glow Bronzing Powder. This is in 10 Sun Kissed Bronze, and it says that this is a baked bronzing powder with soft, luminous finish. And I have a blush in this formula. It's like the same like baked formula, and it's one of my favourite blushes of all time. I absolutely love it. So I'll maybe use the matte one today because I think this is newer as well, so it sort of goes with the theme of the video. But I will obviously be testing that Catrice one out soon. So I've got a Real Techniques blush brush, and it says one dip, so do we think that that will be enough? Because I don't. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Let's do a few. Let's do a few. Oh, I was getting a scent of something then, but I don't think it's this bronzer. Maybe a little bit. Was it this one? No. Oh, I've just got that all over my nose. Oh, good. I'm getting like a coconutty scent. Does this have fragrance in it? Yes, of course it does. Okay. Okay. It's not as overpowering as the Physicians Formula one, because I can't hold that like near my face. The scent is so overwhelming. It's subtle, but it is there. Just to note, if you are very, very sensitive to fragrance, there is a little bit of fragrance in there. They did also have soft touch butter blushes. I got one. It did not survive transit, so that has been returned. I opened the box and there was pink powder all over everything, and I knew that we had had a casualty, and it was the Essence blush. But if you would like to see my thoughts on that, then I will purchase another one. Then let's just put a little bit down my nose. I really like this colour. It's almost got a bit of a pinky undertone to it. It's light. They had different shades. That is a light shade, but that works for me. And I would actually say that that's not like, what did that say? One touch? Only one brush touch is enough for a subtle bronzy look. Like, I would say this is a subtle bronzy look, and I had to dip into that a few times. So it's not like you might read that and think, oh, it's going to be really, really pigmented. It's not. It is buildable. But I like that. It is more of like a matte finish though. Not completely matte, but like not dry looking. But I like how that's looking. Yeah, I'm not mad. So, for blush, I've got a glowy powder blush. This is the Catrice Soft Glam Baked Blush, and this is in the shade On Cloud Pink. Beautiful. Beautiful. And part of the Soft Glam range, which so far, out of the two things that I've tried from that range, I'm very, very impressed with. So my blush brush is really dirty. I don't want to use that. Let me find another brush. Let's use this one. Dip into this. They did have an orangey shade, but it wasn't in stock, so I went for this one. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is like a true blush lighter, where that is so glowy and so lightly pigmented. Like, it's not very, very pink, but I feel like you could really build that up to get more of that pink, and then you'll just look more glowy. That's like melted into the skin so beautifully. I feel like I can really sort of disperse that because the amount of blushness to it, that's not a word, you know, the amount of pink isn't too overwhelming. That looks beautiful. Let me look really close. Yeah, that just looks so beautiful on the skin. See, this is why I'm so excited that Essence and Catrice are back somewhere like very, very easily accessible. So I feel like more people need to know, especially in the UK, like you've just not been able to get it anywhere, and having them in Boots. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I did also get the Catrice Glass-like highlighter stick, and I swatched this on my hand. So this is what it looks like. Looks beautiful. And then the actual shade is quite icy. And I swatched this on my hand. Let me show you. So smooth and metallic looking, but also very creamy. So actually what I might do is I might just build that up a bit on the back of my hand and pick it up with a brush, because I was thinking, you know, I've already got my powder on and everything, swiping this on, scary. So let's just use the same brush that I just used for that blush, and I'll pick it up sort of on the end of it, as if I needed more glow. Like I accept that I did not. That looks wet, but it's not. Like it's a little bit creamy, but I will report back. But I do feel like that will sort of set down quite nicely. I may have to go in with a bit more blush afterwards, but that is blending onto the skin so flawlessly. I love that as well. Yeah, I love that as well. I know I like powdered and everything. I know I powdered my face, but I love to look glowy. And I think that that could be a new favourite. That's almost, it's quite similar to the new ones from MUA, the Beauty Balms. They've got like a highlight shade. It's similar to that, but I would say this one's a little bit warmer, which I was looking for. So now I feel like I need a little bit more blush, and I used my brush for that highlight. One moment. Okay, so I just added a little bit more of that blush, blended it in again. I think that the skin is looking so good. Like the skin is looking so glowy and juicy looking, but it's not sticky. It's not at all sticky. So I have got two lip options, and I'm wondering if I can maybe wear both. Let's see. We've got the Essence Line and Stain Tattoo Lip Liner. This is in 01, Everyone's Nude Pink. So that's what the packaging looks like. And then it's got a massive felt tip applicator, and I don't know. In fact, let's swatch a little bit here so that you can see the colour. So it is like a rosy pink shade. And then the lipstick that I got is from Catrice, and this is the Endless Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in 050 Kiss Me Quick. It says easy to apply, comfortable wear, and non-drying. but it's a matte liquid lipstick. It's got that matte liquid lipstick smell. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you don't want to know. Oh, actually, you know what? Would they go together? I might save the liquid lipstick and just use the stain, because I feel like the stain will go more with that blush. And also, I'm less scared of it, so... Oh, let's see. I will say this is really messy. Like, is that what everybody else's looks like? Like, it shouldn't be all round here, should it? I might just wipe that, actually. That's better. That looks neater. I know it didn't matter, but it was bothering me. So, let's see. I'll try and do this so that you can see what I'm doing as well. Okay, so not what I would say to be a nude. That is quite dark and quite rosy looking. Feels like nothing on the lips. There's no stickiness. It is matte, but it's not, it doesn't feel drying, honestly. Just feels like I haven't put a lip product on yet. Doesn't feel like anything. I wouldn't say everyone's nude pink, because on me, like, and granted I did just do a few layers to like neaten it up because I'm not that neat. It feels quite vampy. It feels quite autumnal, which I'm not mad about, okay? It's August. I am in autumn mode. But I don't know how I feel about that colour. I would say from what I have seen of the Huda Beauty ones, and these came out before the Huda ones, so I'm not saying anything, but from what I've seen, this does look like a similar colour to some of those. It's not sort of grabbing or anything. It's a nice even colour. The juice actually came down to the tip really nicely, so I was able to draw it on really, really easily. I'm just not sure that this is my colour. Like, this feels quite dark and dramatic. And yeah, I am dramatic. But if I'm going for a dark coloured lip, I'm going for a red or I'm going for an orange. This feels almost a bit mauvey, like a bit purple. Like, I'm just not sure of the colour. I like it, I'm just not sure. So let me get a cotton pad and some micellar water, and we will see this little swatch that I put on the back of my hand. Let's see, that's been like 5 minutes while I was just doing my lip there. Let's see. Okay, so this is very much a stain. I knew that, and that still surprised me. Okay, I apologise if my eyes are now looking a little bit red. I just had a sneezing fit. Story of my life. So, round up. What do we think? Gone off on such a... I've lived a whole life in this video. So what do we think of everything? The Catrice Soft Glam Foam Primer. I'm excited by this. As somebody who doesn't really like or use primers, I think that that one was lovely. It was very lightweight feeling. It definitely made, because this is... I'm making a mess. This is a foundation that I know and love. It definitely made this look more glowy. So I am into that. I am very, very much into that. I think that that was lovely. I haven't tried many foamy primers, but that would probably be my favourite one. I really, really liked that. It's definitely Like the skin is looking very glowy, and that is definitely one of the reasons why. The bronzer, I really like that. I maybe wish I had gone one shade up because that is very, very light. Although, also on the other hand, it is coming up to the end of summer, so I am going to get paler. I'm going to get paler than this. This is my summer shade. So, I am potentially, this will be sort of okay for me coming into autumn and winter. The blush, I love that blush. I love that blush. The amount of glow to highlight there, it is leaning more highlighty. I think this is the lightest shade, 010 on Cloud Pink. I would definitely be interested in trying some of the other shades. They will potentially be more blush than lighter. I feel like this one is more lighter than blush, you know? I like it. I like it a lot. The lip, I will have to report back on how much that is going to stain. I'm a little bit scared. I did have makeup plans for tomorrow that didn't involve this lip. So, I will have to report back on that. If you haven't seen my channel before, I do these reviews throughout the month, and then I come back at the end of the month and I do like roundup videos and tell you my final thoughts on everything when I've had more time to play with all of the products that I have tested. So, I will report back on everything, but specifically this lip I will try and get some pictures to like include a wear test. The highlighter, I love. I think that that is beautiful. Like, it's so smooth. It doesn't look chunky or fake. Like, it doesn't look like makeup. It just looks like I'm hydrated, which I am not. I am not. But I think that was everything. I will try out the Catrice Sun Lover Glow Bronzing Powder and the Catrice Endless Matte Liquid Lip in an upcoming video, but let's just wait and see on that. I feel like I've been collecting new products for a little while, and I feel like I can do another video like of a load of different brands, not specifically just Catrice, etc. I've got a few different things to be trying out, but that is everything. I would love to hear what you think down below. I would love to hear if you would like to see those like dedicated roundup videos of Catrice and Essence, what's good, what's not, what's in between. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of that, but let me know. Let me know if there's anything that you think I need to try. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like my opinion on. But until next time, that is everything. I hope you've had a fantastic, fantastic day. And until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.